Alright, what's up, y'all? Matt here. How you guys doing today? What's up? So, the PlayStation 5 is definitely a thing. PlayStation numero cinco doing the Mambo number 5. Pretty exciting stuff right there. Coming up pretty soon, holiday 2020. It's looking to be a pretty cool console, you know, like with the haptic feedback in the controllers. They're doing some crazy stuff with that. I don't even know. I think they're doing something special with like sound too. And you know, the big thing they're kind of pushing is this SSD they got going in there, how fast it is and how there's like no load times, games load instantly, all this stuff. Pretty cool technology they're going to be putting in this thing. I like how they're being pretty open about it, putting a bunch of cool tech in it and making it powerful, you know, unlike last time. But we recently just got some really big, humongous, crazy news for the PlayStation 5, guys. Because at CES, Consumer Electronics Show, Sony held their little press conference showing off their bunch of little technologies that are outside of PlayStation and sell diddly dick compared to it. But we eventually did get a reveal of the PlayStation 5 logo and a black background. That's it. Got a logo now. We know what it looks like. Bask in its glory. It's what I expected the PlayStation 5 logo to look like, and it looks like every other like fake logo out there. So yeah, we got a logo, guys. Pretty exciting stuff. Since we're talking about the PlayStation 5, I just wanted to bring up a humongous concern that I have. It's something that could go really bad if they go about it the wrong way. It's inevitable that this thing is going to be happening, no doubt, but it's just a matter of how they go about it and how people react to it. So in this video, I'm going to be kind of talking about that, letting you guys know and kind of telling you guys why you might want to be concerned about this too. The thing that is specifically giving me fear is revolving around the SSD that they got in this thing. It's kind of the big thing they're pushing for the PlayStation 5. You know, they're always talking about like how holy shit your pan good googly moogly fast this thing is. Loads games instantly, and it's going to make game playing so much more faster. They demoed the technology with Spider-Man on PS4, and when they fast traveled in that game, it literally took less than a second to load the entire environment. So this thing is a beast. I'm not concerned about that. You know, that's pretty cool. I'm really excited to see that thing in action and see how they go about doing this thing, you know what I mean? But here's what's scaring me. So since this, you know, new crazy SSD technology is going to be made probably specifically for the PlayStation 5 at first, they may do something else with it in the future, I don't know, but at launch, this is going to be a PlayStation 5 thing. I heard Microsoft's doing something like that, but I'm not too sure. And you know, that makes sense because, you know, every console has to have something to sell it, and this is that for PS5. And since Sony developed this technology, this is going to be a Sony-owned thing. And so they own the patent to this technology. They have, like, the right to do whatever they want with it. So let's go into the scenario that will eventually happen. You run out of storage on your PlayStation 5. You filled so many games on there that there's just no more can be put on there. You run out of storage. What are you gonna do then? I mean, these games are getting so big nowadays. You know, Red Dead Redemption 2, I think was like 80 gigabytes or 100 gigabytes, something like that. Games are humongous and they're getting even bigger. Even if they put like a large 2 terabyte SSD in the thing, it's still gonna fill up fairly quickly for people who play a lot of games and, you know, just eventually do it for like everyone else. That means people are going to be wanting expandable storage, you know, external storage. But again, this is a Sony owned technology. So it's going to be more than likely with that they're going to be making their own expandable storage for the PS5. It just, you know, it just makes sense. They own it and it's specific for the PlayStation 5, so they might as well. That is specifically concerning because back when the PS Vita when it launched, they had expandable memory for that too. The memory on board with PS Vita was very, very small, so you had to get these little memory card things to put in there to expand storage. The price for a base 8 gigabyte memory card was $20. $20 for 8 gigs of storage. That's just ridiculous, man. You can get like an 8 gigabyte SSD anywhere for like $2, $3, if even that. And of course, it got more expensive up on down the line, and I think the largest was 64 gigabytes, and that was $100. So yeah, it was really ridiculous, the expandable storage on the PS Vita. And it was a big controversy with the PS Vita, and it was kind of one of the reasons why it flopped. One of the reasons. There are so many reasons why I did that. But, you know, fast forwarding to now, we're kind of in a similar situation. Sony is making this proprietary technology. Only SSDs using that technology will work on the PS5. You're definitely not going to be able to use a regular SSD or HDD for game storage. It then defeats the whole purpose of the special SSD and the fast load times and stuff. It won't be able to do that on regular stuff. So, what's the point then? If they even allowed you to use regular stuff like that, it would be either highly discouraged or there would be a lot of caveats to it. And if they go down a similar route to what they did with the PS Vita and overcharge for that, oh boy, getting more storage on your PS5 could be a very, very expensive endeavor. I don't know exactly what it would be, but I can just imagine that they would do something like that. It will be relatively expensive compared to the just standard stuff that we have in the market right now. It's going to be more expensive either way. No matter how high they price it, it's going to be more expensive than regular stuff. So that sucks in of itself, but I'm just really afraid that they're going to overcharge for this SSD right here. And of course, there's third-party sellers of expandable storage. I use one for my PS4. It's going to be really hard for them to adjust to it. Again, it's a Sony-owned technology. They own the patent to it. So if they want to use it, they're going to have to license it from Sony, and that probably going to include a fee for each unit sold, a licensing fee. So the third-party expandable storages their prices are going to be jacked up too. They may have to pay Sony a lot of money depending on how much the fee actually is. They might not even license it out to other people. They might just say, fuck it, we're just going to do it ourselves. And then third-party manufacturers, they're just going to, at least on the PlayStation side. Expandable storage on the PS5, I feel like it's going to be quite a hassle. Definitely going to be a higher price, seeing with the technology and stuff, but it could be very, very high if, the past tells us anything. For third-party stuff, you're may have to pay even more to get that stuff. I mean, we don't know exactly what they're going to be doing. We don't know how much it's going to be. We don't know exactly how they're going to be doing expandable storage on this. I might be completely wrong on this. They may not charge that much for expandable storage, and they may give third parties a lot of freedom when it comes to making their own. Again, you're going to run out of storage on your PlayStation 5 no matter what, unless you just don't play games a lot and you just let it sit there. Yeah, it's going to be a weird situation. We're just going to have to wait till the PS5 is fully revealed and stuff like that to start asking those questions of like, okay, how is expandable storage going to work for this? Maybe they might try to push that whole streaming of game stuff that, with PlayStation Now. They might say, hey, if you run out of storage, just stream the game on PlayStation Now, you dumbo. But yeah, if you have a bad internet connection, sorry, Sonny, you're shit out of luck. I think this is going to be a big point of contention with the PlayStation 5 when the subject's eventually brought up. People are going to be angry that it's going to be more expensive no matter what. That's just going to happen. But if they make it really expensive, then I think it might be. So that's my fear, that expandable storage, when you have to do it, it's going to be very expensive, and it may get to the point where it may be very difficult. Or they may not even include expandable storage as an option. They may just say, fuck you, stream games on PlayStation Now. Play that subscription, buddy. And then at that point, I think it might be a deal breaker for some people. I'm hoping for the best. I hope that they do the best stuff with it. I mean, the PS Vita failed, and they learn from their mistakes. They obviously do that. So if any gaming journalists are watching this and you're going to be doing stuff for the PlayStation 5, ask that, because that's an important question, and I think it's one that needs to be answered. So that's it for this video. Just wanted to tell you guys about this and why I'm concerned, and maybe why you should be too, and why you should be asking this question. Tell me down in the comments below what you think about this. Are you concerned about this too? How do you think they're going to be going about expandable storage on it? Do you think they're even going to allow it? And, just how do you think they're going to be doing this whole SSD thing in general? How do you think they're going to handle it? Also, make sure to subscribe, like this video, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, and turn on notifications, because that'd be really awesome if you did. This has been Matt, and I will see you guys in the next video, whatever the fuck that's going to be. So yeah.